How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace. Today I'm once again joined by Chai Chai.
Hi.
And today we are checking out Linkin Park's QWERTY. So I don't 100% know where the name came from, but if you look at a keyboard, the letters at the very top spell out QWERTY. So there's that.
I noticed that the second I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, that looks like my keyboard.
Yeah. So I know that a lot of Linkin Park songs at the very beginning, they have like temporary names or just like kind of placeholder names. And I feel like that kind of could have been one, you know, because like I remember when I first heard the song in like 2006, like it was like in parentheses behind your lies. And I was like, okay, maybe that's the title of the song, and QWERTY was like a placeholder. But it's still considered QWERTY, so that's what we go with. But the history behind the song, from what I understand, they wrote this song, they got the instruments down, and then on the flight over to Japan, they wrote the lyrics. And they performed the song there, and it was gonna be on the next album, but they didn't really have a place for it, so it kind of just hung back on one of the Linkin Park Underground albums. I believe it was 6.0. And then recently got an official release this year on the Greatest Hits album. That's a little bit of the history of this song that I understand. And this has been described as probably the heaviest Linkin Park song.
Let's have it.
I'm ready to check it out, but before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool, it's free, it tells me I'm doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all those good things. Don't forget to check out the description of the video as well. There's a lot of cool things in there. All our socials are in there. You can go over there and say hi. Hello. If you're interested in supporting the channel and getting a priority request in, you can check out the Buy Me a Coffee link. The link to the video we're reacting to is also in there. And without further ado, Linkin Park, QWERTY. Here we go.
Thank you.
Stop for a second. Tokyo. Somebody want to translate for us? Who speaks English? One of you guys speak English? Who speaks English? You speak English?
That dude right there in the white shirt definitely
Really?
speaks English.
No, he
man.
doesn't. He's
Not that
he's
dude, the dude
from
behind
Florida.
him, in the crowd right there, pointing to himself.
Come on. Bring him up. Yeah. Dude with the, there you go, Marcel. Just come over here real quick. I don't know if they want to lift you all the way up. Hold on. Come here, man. This is Kotaro. Hey, Kotaro, listen.
Hey, say hi to Kotaro! Hi, Kotaro!
Yo, listen, man. Can you hear me okay?
He's hardcore, dude.
Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. He's nervous. He's a little bit nervous. But here's what I want you to help me do, okay? I want you to help me translate something to everybody, okay? In Japanese? You tell them in Japanese, okay? Yeah.
Keep it short, Mike.
新曲やっちゃうって
Do it again! I like the way he said that.
This is a new song.
Till the king would take what I left away. You said you put me to the test today, but I remember you saying that yesterday. There was a time when your mind wasn't out of control. Every memory, a confession pouring out of your soul. Like a pill you couldn't swallow, so it swallowed you whole. Another lie on a bottle, it followed you home. And like that's broken down, a victim of your pride. Fight so out of control. Every memory, a confession pouring out of your soul. And like that's broken down, a victim of your lies. You hide behind lies. You don't know why. You cross the line.
It's so good.
I love this song, first of all. And second, I feel like I might have heard this one time.
It's definitely possible. Like when Kotaro was up there speaking, when he said what he said in Japanese, like it sparked a memory of like when I first heard this. I was like, oh my God, I remember hearing this for the first time.
Yeah.
Because like I know the version that I heard was this version, like because we didn't have the studio version at the time.
Yeah.
And like I just remember, I want to say, because this came out in 2006, so it had to have been either my sophomore or junior year in high school, you know, downloading LimeWire on my laptop and just downloading music. Like you only had so many characters you could put in the search engine, but getting this song, and I was like, oh my God, we're getting new music from Linkin Park. And, you know, a year later, we got Minutes to Midnight. It's so heavy. It's so good. It shows that Linkin Park wasn't just like a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
You know, like they were going in a different direction from nu metal. They were doing what they wanted to do. And it's so good.
Yeah, no, this is sick. What's interesting is I don't think I've ever seen a metal or a heavy metal performance live like this. So, you know, like, I don't know. It's just neat to see the way that the music sounds is very similar to the way they would perform it. Because sometimes I think like, oh yeah, they would have to use like some form of editing or a different like filter or whatever to like sing the way that they do. And it's like, no, they can just sing like that. And I don't know, I just like processed and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen like anyone perform heavy metal or like screamo live like that.
Just how Chester screams, yeah. I mean, he's able to hold notes during this performance, which is fantastic. Like hearing early Linkin Park, when I say early, I mean like Hybrid Theory and Meteora, listening to the studio version compared to the live version, you can kind of tell there is a difference with Chester's voice, but after, like, starting with Minutes to Midnight, live and studio, it really sounded the same. And I feel like this is one of those songs that's where they started, like, sounding the same. I feel like this live performance is better than the studio version of the song. Like, it just hits harder, I feel like, if that means anything.
Well, I've heard that there's like energy that the audience gives, and it like takes like performances like to the next level for some artists.
It's kind of like a symbiotic relationship where, you know, the band is jumping around, they have all this energy, and it causes the audience to have all this energy, jump around, have a mosh pit going, and in turn, that gives the band more energy, and it just keeps going
like,
and going.
They're fucking loving this new song.
Oh, yeah. I mean, imagine hearing a brand new song for the first time. Like, y'all are the first ones that get to hear this. The audience is packed. I think this might have been a sold-out show based on what we saw. Like, that's so cool. And having somebody come up from the audience, like, I have to imagine that was not planned. Like, it felt authentic. It felt real.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And imagine... Like, he said he was nervous, but imagine going up in front of hundreds of thousands of people. If I got that opportunity to go up with Linkin Park, my favorite band, by the way, I'd black out. I wouldn't even know what happened. I'd have to watch the YouTube video the next day. But yeah, I am loving this performance. The energy that they have, how heavy it is, just everything. It's magical, and I need more.
Yeah.
I said we go ahead and get back to it, so here we go.
I don't know what I thought I might say. Seems like we never were taught the right way. Every other minute I fought for my place and drop what I paid. Thought you might stay, so I'm guessing that you probably know when your inside's hollow, then you wanna be cold. Like a pill, hard to swallow, so it swallow you whole. Another lie, hard to follow. It followed you home, and like that, broken down, a victim of your lies. You are behind lies. You don't know why you crossed the line. Wrapped up inside your lies. You hide behind lies. You're lost inside that cold disguise. Behind your lies. You like that?
We're working on some more for you.
And that was the first announcement, I'm pretty sure, of, hey, Minutes to Midnight is on its way.
Yep.
It's so good. And compared to the studio version, it is a different arrangement. There's different parts shuffled around. And I still think this version is better.
I am so impressed by the way he sings, by the way. I don't know if it's just vocal exercises that get him through that, because the way he goes back and forth so seamlessly is beyond me.
It's unreal. Like, just to go from singing to yelling to screaming, transitioning between the two
And he has
so
a very
easily.
different voice than than what you would think somebody that can scream like that sounds like. No, that was such a cool performance. I loved every part of it. I like that I got to see the little what do they call them? The little like pads where it makes those like sound effects for them. Like
The stuff that Mr. Han was using, right?
yes, hit that. I like that I got to see that because it let me put a visual to the audio so I could actually listen for what like the little details that they add like that. And that was cool to see. So because sometimes you don't really hear until someone points it out to you, and that was basically him literally pointing out like, hey, I'm about to make a noise, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I love when they do live performances, they pan the camera to areas you wouldn't normally get to see live, like in the crowd, unless they just put it up on the screen. But like here, you got to see like part of it, his setup. Yeah, I don't think you got to see the whole thing, but you got to see like a little sneak peek of it, and I think that's fantastic. I love his setup. It's awesome. And I don't know if anybody could tell, but on my shelf over here, kind of above me, is Linkin Park. It's a little like figurine set that somebody got me like 10 years ago or so. So yeah, Linkin Park. I don't know what else to say. If y'all have any suggestions or anything we should know about, definitely drop those in the comments below. Would love to check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool. It's free. Tells me I'm doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all those good things. Don't forget to check out the description of the video as well. There's a lot of cool things in there. All our socials are in there. You can go over there and say hi. Hello. The release schedule. I always drop on the socials a couple days early, so if you would like a sneak peek as to what's coming out the following week, that's the best way to do that. If you're interested in supporting the channel and getting a priority request in, you can check out the Buy Me a Coffee link. Each request is only $5 and it helps me out a bunch. The link to the video we reacted to is also in there. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment #QWERTY. I think that's it for this reaction. Check you out in the next one. Bye, guys.